Bow wow, welcome to DogStar.
We are Sun Dogs, and this is Quixote MilIege. How you feeling?
I don't even know where to look right now.
Anywhere you like.
Yeah. You feel me?
That'll work.
Try
good.
to ignore that they're there.
Yeah. What's good?
We were saying before the show, it's very good. We were saying before the show, it's a pleasure to finally sit down with you. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming through and taking the time out of the schedule to sit down with the dogs.
Sex, DogStar.
DogStar. Well, let's jump right into it, man. So you're at this point in your career, you're doing a lot of things that have to do with music and entertainment industry in general.
Yeah.
But let's rewind to like your childhood. Where was the entertainment industry like touching your life? Was did your parents listen to music around the house, or when did you start thinking that you wanted to kind of be part of it?
I don't know. I just was always listening to music. Like, my mom played music through the house. Kelly Price, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Casey and JoJo, Jodeci, Mint Condition, Prince, all types of everything. And
did you grow up in Minnesota?
Yeah.
You said Mint Condition and Prince. I was like, this can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, no, I'm from South Minneapolis. I was born up here. My parents ain't from here, but they settled down here, and the rest is history.
Any idea how they picked Minnesota out of all the places in the world?
My mom was going to college here.
Oh, very cool.
At the U. She ran track out here, and my dad, he got family up here.
Cool.
Were either of them musical at all? Did they play any instruments? I know before the show you mentioned your brother is a virtuoso, jazz virtuoso.
Oh yeah, my dad would like sing, and like my brother, he lived in North Carolina. They always would just like have sing-offs, just like on some funny.
At family reunions or over the
just
phone?
Just like at the crib.
Oh, okay.
But my brother, he's so funny, bro. He's so damn funny. He be sending me little voicemails. Just trolling. Singing. It's funny. Yeah. He's a trip. But
where in your childhood then did music start being part of what you were doing?
It kind of always was.
Okay.
Like even in elementary, like I think Smokey Norfolk like wrote this song, and it had like a rap in it. And I was one of them rapping one of the things.
There you go.
Like, I don't know. I guess, like, it's been in me for a minute. Because, like, I remember, like, my first, like, show rapping was at, Station 7 in, like, downtown. Lower Town, downtown St. Paul.
Yeah, let's zoom into that. So you... At some point, you must have figured out you wanted to write a song.
Yeah. I had been writing verses since, like, I was legit. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like, old notebooks with crazy, like, lyrics in them.
Just writing over songs on the radio, pretty much?
All acapella. Like, it was just a beat in my head. Like, I really would just write to my own rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for real, writing to my own rhythm. I never was, like... I wasn't sitting on YouTube look for beats to write. Like I remember me and like Sid, my sister, we would just ride in the car freestyling over everybody else stuff. Like for real. Right. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like messing around. But like, man, I had always been writing bars, bro, forever been writing bars. Like I still probably got a notebook somewhere with some old
like from
bars,
middle school or from like grade 8 or...
Yeah. Nah, like, since like 12. So like really like junior high, like, you know.
And you knew really there were songs at that point. Did you have an artist name when you started writing these?
Even around 12 or 13.
Yeah,
exactly.
It was just T-Money.
T-Money.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
T-Money was it.
You were talking about you were performing your first show. Were you still T-Money at this point?
So yeah, that's a crazy story, but that was T-Money was the first song. It was called "Who You Rolling With" my brother Davi, rest in peace. But I remember he stayed on the west side like back in the day, and went over there and he was like, I think he showed me like a beat that his older brother said. That's like my older brother, he made. He was like locked up at the time, but the beat was so hard. I was like, now y'all making beats. Like Dabi had been shooting videos. I think he shot like a couple of Billionaire Black videos too. No cap. Okay. But he was like really like when we was young, when I was just rapping and like this was like high school by now. You know what I'm saying? I was just like rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't in no studio. But I was at one point though. Like I low-key found them. Like the studio just came to me.
No way.
No cap. Like studios really was coming to me. So like me and Davi made this song, found this beat, and it was called Who You Rolling With.
And
that it's still on YouTube to this day, bro. Shout out Davi, bro.
Team Money.
Foolish.
Team Money.
Foolish and Danny. Recipes, Danny too. Danny T, bro. He crazy. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. First homies I like did a show with, both gone. No cap. Wow. But
how'd that show come about? Did you know somebody throwing shows back then too?
Nah, bro. Like I think it was just like an open mic. You know what I'm saying? And we went, bro. It was like 16. What's crazy is like my mom, my auntie, Foolish mom came, and I swear to God, I was on stage and I forgot my lyrics.
Oh no.
Swear to God. I was like, I looked at my auntie and I was like, when my verse came on, I was really looking at Foolish. I'm looking at Davi like, trying to like remember, bro.
No.
Crazy. It was funny as hell.
Was that your first time on the stage ever, or did you do like a school play back in the day, or?
Yeah, cause like I said, when I did that Lil Smokey Norfolk little verse, I was like in first grade.
Oh, I didn't know it was that young.
Yeah, I was like in first grade. We had to memorize them. I had this down.
Yeah.
And I did it, but I remember it was like in a cafeteria, bro. Like a family potluck ordeal in a cafeteria, and I rapped that.
You don't still remember it, do you?
No. I wish I did. No cap. I wish I did.
But this open mic in Lowertown, St. Paul sounds like the first time that you felt that special feeling that you get when you're on the stage controlling the room.
I want to say it was called Studio. I can't think of it. Studio 4 or something. Nah, it's downtown though. Anybody know what I'm talking about? They know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But yeah.
But botched it. Pretty much.
Yeah, I botched it. It was bad.
No. That's no good.
I remember Davi and him looking at me like, bro, what are you? I'm like, I couldn't even tell him. I was like, man, I can't.
So where did it just roll off your back then? Were you like back writing songs the next day, or were you like, oh, this is
always
something I got to figure out?
I just remember being like, damn, bro. I remember looking at bro like, I forgot my lyrics, bro. And like he went to me, he was like, damn, bro, you was just, cause that verse was so hard. It was hard.
That's the worst.
I was like, slurred words, my vision blurred, smoked about a pound of perps, sativas, exotic herb. When I'm sick, I'm sipping syrup. Why they trying to? But I was like 16.
Whoa. Right. Yeah.
It was wild. When I look back at it, like, I don't know. Cause I'm 28 now.
Right.
Like, and so like music for me is just like, it's like just, it's mine.
Always been.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, it's just mine. Like, I don't really pay attention to like what the music scene is looking like. I see it and it's just like, okay, that's what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Cause I don't know, it's just interesting because I remember when I was 21 doing music and now I'm 28 and it's not the same.
Yeah.
Like, but it's interesting.
Yeah, let's dive in chronologically still because we're doing the origin story. You did that performance when you were 16, and is that really when you started getting like serious with the studio, like making that a regular basis? Because then you started dropping songs.
I was staying out late.
Yeah.
I'm saying mom's not tripping no more.
Right.
Like, I got the keys of the car. You know, like, what are we on? And the homie Spiffy Wilds, Shaq, bro. Like, we was in the same ALC together. And shout out Spiffy, bro. He got some stuff with like Zaytoven. He got some. He's somebody from here too.
Hey man, come on the show.
Yeah, Spiffy, that's my dude. But he had a setup at the crib.
Oh,
and the thing is, like we would go there, you know, Spiffy, it's his dude, so he trying to push his stuff out. But Spiff, like, it was just so motivating to watch him rap because he would really put a beat on for like a 4-minute beat and go crazy the whole thing.
Wow.
Like, no cap, would go crazy the whole thing. And then I remember he was like, Tris, no, you know what happened? I'm tweaking, bro. Vontae. Me and Vontae, I made my first shit out of Vontae crib in the attic.
Oh, in the attic?
In the attic, bro.
Oh, my God.
That's my brother, Vontae.
That's right.
Wonderland.
That's right.
Vontae and Carlo. And that was a big influence on me, too, because I would go to their jazz festivals and watch them do jazz. And it was like, I didn't realize the whole freestyle to it. But we was kids. And I used to just play ball, but they did their music thing. And I would always be with them going to like a festival or something that they doing, and it was cool. Like, but music's always been a part of my life. Like, just like everybody else in their own way.
Yeah, no, I feel like following your path, you know, digging around, doing my research, it does seem like it has just kind of always been like, this is just what I was doing.
Yeah,
like,
it really was just what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what hip-hop did for me, you know? I made my first song in the attic with Vontae, and I remember like Alec Kingdom was there. I remember like the homies was there. And that was the thing, when I was 16, Vontae and them introduced me to Alec Kingdom.
Wow.
Right? Like, didn't know what his trajectory was gonna be, but I was around musicians.
Right, right.
Like, I just was around musicians that had some type of motion and was doing something. Like the homie Busy Chillin', like He Dance. Like, we used to kick it with them. Back in the day when it was like Friends Only was coming out, like Allen Kingdom, that was crazy. We was having these parties and it was just people. It was just people there, like.
So you say you're having parties, you guys throwing parties at your house, or what's going on?
Yeah, these were like just house kickbacks.
Okay.
Sick.
Like kickbacks. And yeah, we was just living it up, like. But yeah, Allen Kingdom kind of was the first like bit of showing me like mainstream hip hop. Like, I remember I was backstage with Flatbush Zombies and like Bodega Bams back in like 2013.
Whoa.
That was crazy.
Yeah, where was that?
At Triple Rock.
Ooh, rest in peace, Triple Rock.
Rest in peace, Triple Rock, bro. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's wild. I mean, other than just like being super thankful for the fate that's for the life that's happened to you, man. Yeah. What is there any like secret? Like, what is it? Is it just like always make sure you have a car? Like, how are you always finding yourself in these positions?
I ain't had no whip at one point. Still being out here, when there's a will, there's a way. And maybe it was the law of attraction. Like, I can't, you know, it could be whatever, but I did it. I don't know, I was there. And I don't look at myself as like, I don't know. But those are moments that were like, I remember in the beginning.
Yeah, inspirational moments to say the least.
Because I wasn't really rapping back then either, but I was just like waiting on my moment. And I made some songs here and there, like, here and there, bro. Like, I wasn't even really taking it serious. It was like, it was something that I was around. So then I was like, let me hop on it, you know? So, yeah. I guess perseverance, law of attraction, somewhere in my subconscious, I was like, this is what I was going for.
Right. The music, entertainment route is like something about the parties, the music, the socialization, it sounds like was a big part.
The atmosphere, like, and I don't know, like.
But let me ask you this. So like I was saying, I was kind of noticing that it seems like it's just something like if the people you're hanging around that week were in the studio, that week you made a song type of thing. It hasn't really seemed like you've been like putting all your eggs in the basket to like be the next.
Because I did that though. Because I definitely did that before.
Okay.
I definitely did that before. But I ain't want to be no starving artist.
Right.
You know? I was like, no, let me go check a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me go check a bag real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm still checking the bag. But like,
let's talk about that period of time though, where you were really, where you're like, man, if I just did this full time, it would work. Because is that when you were working with Clout Lord a bunch and you guys were pumping out all those songs?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely part of it. But like, to be honest, bro, that was like after.
Oh.
Because like, Zach Chasm, who was like does Live Nation and does all these shows. If y'all are familiar with who Zach Chasm is, he used to be like my manager at one point.
Okay.
So, but he was putting us on all these shows. I used to be in a group called Cram.
Okay.
Right? I was like the only black dude in this group with these white dudes, right? And we just was getting exposure. Like, getting exposure. But like, wasn't making nothing from these shows. It was just having the show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I was really trapping during that era. Making all this music, like really busting jugs. We always busting jugs. Like, but I was really busting jugs because I ain't come from like my mother did the best she did, like dad do the best they do, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I moved out
right
a long time ago.
But it wasn't just fun and games. It sounds like the money has always been on your mind type of thing.
Yeah, like if we're gonna do it seriously, let's do it seriously. Cause like I remember after one show we did with my son, like Rostrum came right up to me and was like, y'all wanna sign a deal? And I was like, yeah, like, why not?
Right.
Like, and that was that. Like, chop it up. I'm looking at homie like, bro, this is what Rostrum say he wanna sign a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wanna, but I got to that point from that, and then I want to say I was still like I had going on in life. Where like now I ain't really looking out from no handouts, even though I had investors. But it's like how invested are you really into this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you could meet a lot of rich that be like, oh, what y'all doing? But at the end of the day, they not gonna put no bread up behind you. So it's like that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But then don't expect me to just be like, oh, what's going on, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, I'm in the stew. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm on my
I done seen some tight, I done seen dope, hung out with dope, but it's like, man, we finna head back to the stew.
We're sitting down with Quixote MilIege.
We gotta take a break.
DogStar.
And we're back. We're sitting down with Quixote MilIege.
Quixote MilIege, Pay Boys, Mighty Gang.
And we're kind of following along the timeline. Still, in my mind, the origin story a little bit, because I want to know
probably Tris.
What happened between the first stage performance and the second stage performance. What was the second one?
Let me think. The second one was at the Red Sea.
Okay. How many months or years or days after the first? Okay.
Years.
Okay.
But still writing almost every day, at least every week.
Yeah, still writing. Still just had a notebook. Still had a pen. Still just like making it happen. Yeah.
But not getting on stage, not doing any more open mics.
Nah, because like I didn't even really know how to navigate none of that.
Yeah. Because still in high school at this point. Right? Yeah.
Like, still navigating it, but Vontae had in the attic, bro, he had a mic, whole thing set up, so I was making music, but like, then it was like, well, I need to do a show probably.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to do a show.
Yeah.
I did like organic events. I did one in Robert's Shoes for that burn down. But my second show was at the Red Sea.
Okay.
And Permute hosted it. That was back when Frankie Bash was still at the Red Sea.
Whoa.
And Dro. And yeah.
That's crazy. And then
And
were you
Bobby.
still going T
And
Money?
Bobby.
Okay.
This was before like Tay Supreme too.
Right.
Like this
crazy.
was before Tay Supreme, which is crazy because I knew his dad
Really?
way before I knew that was Tay Supreme's dad. And I went to high school with Tay Supreme.
Okay, interesting. It's a small world.
Small world.
Yeah.
Bro. Same with Casey Pluto. He went to our high school.
Really?
Tartan High.
Were they doing music back then too?
Yeah,
Okay.
they was.
Okay.
Nice.
They was. It's nice to see what they doing now.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you've again always been surrounded not only by the music but by these active artists.
Yeah, my old manager, Zach, he be with Casey.
Okay.
He be with Pluto. That's what I'm saying. Like we were on a level of stardom almost. Like it didn't feel local, but it kind of was at the same time.
Did y'all ever tour out of state?
Yeah, we played like festivals in Iowa, like 515 Alive.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Played Sonoda twice. No, I played Sonoda once. Did we play that? No, I played Zombie Pub Crawl a couple times. I think we did Sonoda once.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. Did Zombie Pub Crawl a couple times.
As the group, correct?
As the group.
Yeah.
But like, referring back, so like, was making music with Vontae, and then I remember showing it to Spiffy because the homie Spiffy always had some music that he was working on. So I was like, "Yo, Spiff, listen to this." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I got. He's like, come to the crib. I got the studio. Da da da. And that was just that was me opening doors for myself on this music tip.
Yeah.
Like all authentically, all organic on my own. Everything I have done was like mad organic. You know.
Never trying to force it, just kind of going with the flow, being at the right place at the right time.
Pretty much, yeah. And I've got to like be in the same room with a lot of cool people.
And probably learned a lot of things. I'm wondering if throughout these years, if your vision of like how you make money when you're a rapper
has changed.
Just like what was it back then? Because it sounds like the whole like, oh, if I got a deal, that's how I'm gonna get the
like I couldn't even tell you. I just knew I wanted to make some money from it, and I knew like about DistroKid in a way, but like that wasn't quick enough for me. It just wasn't, and like I made some bread off features and some organic ways of doing music. Cause like we did a drop with a well-known artist by the name of Cater, and we made good money from that. And that was like independent, you know, like it was like,
wow.
It was just making the money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like getting the art out and like monetizing off of it. You know, after a while, you kind of get, I don't know, maybe that's just how I felt, but like, at the state that like I was at when I was making music with the shows, I was like, man, it's got to come, like, it's got to be close at least, you know?
Yeah.
But like, let's monetize off this a little bit, you know?
Precisely.
Yeah. I was always trying to put that idea in people's heads, like, you know, we can be making some money.
Exactly.
You know, like we were, even when we did 515 Alive and stuff, our trailer was right next to Puya's. Like we pulled up in a car, like Puya's like, oh, he wanted to hang out with us. You know, like, and I was like, man, hopefully he's like, yo, take us on tour, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, take us on tour, bro. Like, let's get the f out of Minnesota.
Right.
But Puya always let us open up for him. It was always cool, showed love.
That's huge.
Y'all, he was cool, always showed love.
There you go.
Puya was cool, man.
Because, I mean, you can change the world with the art, but why not make a few stacks while you're doing it, you know?
Let's not beat around the bush.
Right.
Like, and that's how I am about it. Like, I appreciate all the exposure and everything, but like those are in a sense like public relations, like conferences.
Yeah.
Like where you get to showcase yourself and like turn something, you know what I'm saying, make something of that. So like now, like, I don't know, music for me, it's just like music is a hobby, but it's just always been a part of my life. So like, so it's like I've always been in it. It's always gonna be a part of me. But like I'm looking at other ventures and like other things that accrue asset at this point now. Like, yeah. But music definitely helped me like become business insightful. You know?
And kind of, keep your eyes open for who's making the money in this situation. Like, that's very valuable.
Yeah,
where it's like, we're working hard. We've got talent. Who's making the money off of this? Like, you really got to keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
And figure that out.
If this is what you want to do, if you want to be in show business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I hadn't had a show in a while. I just did my last show like a month ago.
Where at?
At Underground Music Cafe.
Okay.
Nice.
But it was dope. It was like dope. It was so dope. And I was like, if I'm going to do a show, that's how I want it to be.
Yes.
You know? Like, granted, I was just featured on a song, but it was cool because it was like, I help facilitate a lot of things at the end of the day.
Okay, interesting.
You
like
know?
more than just your verse.
Yeah.
More than just your performance.
Like, outside of just the stage, really facilitating like sessions and like link ups and like input and ideas and all of that.
Yeah.
That's when I was with when Bobby Raps came up here for the Bobby Raps for his show up here.
Okay.
I was with Bobby.
And then, have you come up with like a name or a title or like figured out what that job would be that involves all these things you like to do?
I feel like it's just public relations. When I look at it, it's like public relations to me.
I mean, it sounds kind of like an A&R.
For sure.
It sounds kind of like
definitely
a
say
manager.
I'm A&R. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could definitely say I'm A&R and something too. Like, it's all of it. But to me, that's just like public relations.
Exactly.
You know?
Kind of a glorified PR, yeah.
Yeah. Like, now I'm an event coordinator from all of that. Like, just from putting my foot in places. You know, I'm an event coordinator at the Royal Foundry.
And that's a solid thing. That's your spot now.
Yeah,
it seems like one of the more permanent moves you've made.
Yeah.
It seems pretty official to be locked in. And that's great.
I'm very happy with locking in the Foundry because what I'm going to turn that bad boy into, I'm going to turn into
the spot.
Hot spot.
Yeah. So that's in Minneapolis, you were saying?
241 Fremont Avenue North, like
off
of Glenwood.
And that's what? Right, got a bar, got a dance floor?
It's a distillery.
Classy.
It's a distillery. We make our own liquor there. Very good cocktails. Very spacious. Patio. We do other things there for gentrified areas that want to come in and like have something different. You know, so we got like bags and darts and ping pong. And, stuff of that nature.
Do you guys throw a lot of different shows?
Oh yeah, this spot we do a lot of things with this spot.
So it's got a stage, got a PA. Does it got like a sound guy?
It's got a great sound system. No sound guy, but
is that
like,
you? Who's doing the sound?
Pretty much, I'm doing the sound. I'm doing the sound, and but for events, if someone wants to bring a sound guy in, that's totally fine. We just did the Culpeppers Collective event, and Axel Foley and Joe Motion. Shout out to Joe.
Hey.
Shout out to Foley. Good dudes. Justin Sutherland even pulled up. Yeah.
That's so interesting. We just heard about this venue in St. Paul, same deal, distillery. It's like, this must be a thing where it's like distilleries are popping up.
Yeah, they're definitely popping up. And the thing is, people think they're always breweries.
Right.
Beer.
Right.
Exactly. No, this is distillery, baby.
Classy.
Come get an old fashioned, baby.
Precisely, yeah. As dense of a menu. You guys doing any mocktails over there or not? Okay.
Yeah. For the sober cab, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the non-drinkies, but the greener partiers.
But it's not there's not an event every single night of the week there yet, is there?
We get a lot of company parties. They want to come in, make a deposit, they come in. We do private events.
Oh,
right.
So you could have like a baby shower there.
Oh, for sure.
What about a
maybe
wedding?
Not a baby shower.
Weddings, we have done weddings before.
Okay.
I love the weddings. Weddings are nice. Me, on the other hand, I have a residency every Thursday, hip hop, and then on occurring Thursdays, I have EDM and
so like dance parties,
house,
or do you have rappers come in for the hip hop nights?
Hip hop, it's more dance parties.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I love throwing dance parties.
Yeah.
So it's always occurring and switching off. So one Thursday it's hip hop, another Thursday it's EDM.
Right.
We give the people a variety.
Yeah.
But never having like an EDM DJ in there spinning or mixing live, never having a rapper on stage rapping live.
We had 8 artists at the Culpeppers Collective event.
Right. Okay, I didn't know.
So you can do music.
Right.
Okay.
Like we've had rap shows there too.
Okay,
nice.
As well.
Hey, so there's plenty of room. I love to hear that.
Plenty of room, yeah, lots of room.
And then
Very spacious.
maybe
wait. When you come and see the sound system, you'll be like, oh, okay.
Right.
You'll be like, God, okay.
I mean, yeah, my mind with venues is like, is there somewhere to park?
It is.
And
it's a huge parking lot.
Boom. The bathroom's nice.
Bathrooms are lovely.
Hey.
Perfect.
Very clean.
And
what more can you ask for?
Foundry is where you're going to want to be.
Okay.
You heard it here.
That's good. That's a good plug for them, man. I'm excited to check it out. And it's if you've got your foot in the door, man, I know you're going to be making moves. It's like, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, music's always been there.
Mm-hmm.
But music's helped me take that next step.
Yeah.
And I'm very appreciative of the people that helped me and like got me here and helped me make these stories.
Yeah. Anybody you want to shout out specifically? We got about 4 minutes before we got to take another break.
No.
Otherwise,
you're gonna hurt someone's feelings if you try to list them.
It's a lot of people.
Too many people to list, I'm sure. I was gonna ask. So
shout out DogStar though.
What? I mean, we appreciate you coming through.
DogStar.
I was gonna ask what business lessons you learned during your tenure as an active musician that, like, you as an artist, almost as a wide-eyed artist walking into it, would have never thought about in like your first 2 or 3 years of making music. Things that you look back on and like, oh, if I would have been doing that the whole time, we would have been somewhere else.
Just believe in yourself. It all takes time. I don't look back on anything like, man, if I'd have did that, because like it took all of those lessons to get me to here.
Right, exactly.
It took me all of those lessons and all of those moments and nights, all those countless nights of drinking and smoking and being a part of all the haberdashery going on, it all showed me something. And I'm grateful for where I am. Believe in yourself and don't limit yourself.
What ways have you, because you're taking more of like a leadership role within the entertainment industry, it seems like, whether it's like curating the hangouts or like throwing shows like you were saying. Have you ever tried to give advice to a younger artist, or like what ways have you?
I'm always just like shooting the bird with all the homies.
What would you say, like, if it's one of your friends and you're like, you've got something and you know it, and they don't know it and they're not listening to you, like, what's the smooth way to like get them to listen to you?
I just tell them like, yo, you got something, you tight, you cold. I'll tell them that. Like, that's like hearing it. Hearing it is, I feel like, half the battle, because you're so like in your head, like, man, is this hard? But it's like the real ones don't make music for others' opinions, and And those are usually the ones that go hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, like the ones that's just like, we doing what we doing.
Mm-hmm.
If you rock with it, you rock with it. If you don't, so be it. And that's what I would say.
Yeah.
You
No,
know,
that's
you cold, you hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask if they got a BMI, ASCAP, like, what are you doing with this? I ask them real questions. What are you doing with this?
What's the next step? Exactly.
You know, what do you want to do with this?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, where do you see yourself doing with this? Because it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
What do you want to do with this? You know what I'm saying?
But to be that person, like you said, who believes in them, because as artists, we've all been stuck in our heads, and then sometimes it just takes one person to say, hey, this is dope.
Yeah.
You got to keep at it. Don't stop. That's huge. That's words of wisdom, true.
Yeah, and the thing is, because sometimes you might hear it a bunch, you might get tired of hearing, like, you know what I'm saying? You can see it in people's face when they, like, when they hear it a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then you be thinking, like, what is next?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I tell them, keep at it. If this is what you want to do, keep doing it, keep going, just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Why you got them resources? Because the resources that I had at 21 ain't the same resources I have today.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And everything's so ever-changing. You know, to have a solid crew of people that believe in what you're doing is big.
Mm-hmm.
And to appreciate it, you know, because anything can happen in a blink of an eye.
That's true.
We're sitting down here with Quixote MilIege. We'll be right back. This is DogStar. And we're back. This is DogStar.
Yes, sir.
This is Quixote MilIege.
Yes, sir.
And we were talking... Oh, wait. Oh.
Set. Destroy the set.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Perfect.
I feel like I'm kissing this mother.
And during the break,
that's how we want it. That's how we want it.
So here's what you heard.
This is DogStar After Hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
DogStar, baby.
And before during the break, we were talking a little bit about, you know, kind of doing your part individually and as a part of a group to kind of bring the Minnesota music scene to the tippy top, bring it even further.
To the tippy.
You can't do it by yourself.
Can't do it by yourself. What do you think makes a good group?
Makes a good group, bro. Just bringing that, like, I got some, like, I've been making music with the homie Demon Marcus. And,
Crazy.
And Squire and Mo and Mita, and they all just got their own little collective. They got their squads.
Yeah.
And when you all can cohesively come together and just be, you know, just shoot the bird with each other and just kick it. And just kick it.
Yeah.
That makes a good group, man.
It sounds like, it all comes naturally when it all can kind of flow, and there's the less friction, the better with creativity.
I mean, when it does something, people, we're going to rap. Like,
Right.
We're going to rap. Because it's already on our mind. You're like,
Yeah.
we're going to rap. We're going to do some tight stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's everyone brings their own unique perspective to the table, whether it's in the larger group or everyone's kind of micro group.
man, if you could kick a verse, write a verse in a decent time, and it's hot, back to back, that's a song. That's a song, for real. But another thing is, like, groups help you realize that, like, help you do solo songs too.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be in a group that can get used to only writing, like, verses, but it's like kicking it solo. It'll help you, like, be able to push out another verse for yourself. Cause you could oversaturate group stuff and you know, and do stuff by yourself. That's what I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely tapped in with my homies who I be kicking that raw, you know?
Yep.
That's what I'm with.
Keeps you motivated.
Yeah, that would keep me motivated. Austin, Squire, ATR, Mo.
Yep.
All of them keep me motivated. Then
Say over at the Minnesota Cold, their White Henny, I think he's going by now.
oh yeah,
His spot, he's got a
shout out
nice
Minnesota
setup.
Cold.
Yeah.
I did with Bobby and Muja.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I saw that picture. I was like, no way you guys are in Sean's basement
Yes,
right now.
way we are in Sean's basement right now.
Is that out yet, or is that still being mastered?
It's still in the vault.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like, you ain't gotta drop everything right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like, bro, I'm sitting on gold, sitting on platinum, and it's nice.
And let's say, hypothetically, January 1st, you started dropping a single a month. Would you be more of a single guy leading up to an album, or just singles forever?
I love dropping singles.
Yeah.
I like them more than projects. A project is cool, and like, I don't like thinking that intimate about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because you can do pretty much everything you do for your album for just one song.
Yeah.
You could do a music video. You could do the press
I
rollout.
like dropping singles with the video.
Yeah.
You know?
Tell us about your video making process, because you've worked with a lot of big names making music videos here in Minnesota, like Cameraman for the Trenches, for like I would say a majority of your videos. Are you? Because in the car, we were talking, and you're like face lit up about the scenes that you have in your music videos. Are you planning out much of your music video?
Yeah, you writing or storyboarding them?
Yep. Everything is through me.
Wow.
Interesting.
You know, and of course I take input. You know what I'm saying? But everything is through me. All my scenes, where they shot at.
Wow.
How they look.
I love that.
Yeah.
To have that hands-on approach.
You got to.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You have to. Like, you can't run no podcast and be like, how'd that look? You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing it, sending it. Like, nah, like, you got to be in on it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but yeah, it looks good, man. Me and Cameraman shot some. It looks good. You know, like.
What's your favorite one right now?
That one.
The video. Yeah.
That one. Yeah, About It. It's called About It.
Okay.
Coming out first of the month.
Yes.
New Year, bringing in the New Year with a banger.
That's exciting.
No cap. Yeah, I'm super excited.
That'll be
super excited.
I think tomorrow, technically.
I think that'll be out when this airs.
Okay, so it's out right now. Go look it up. Where are you dropping on your videos on? Is it your YouTube channel or is it
Vimeo or?
I got this little jug set up through Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you don't do music videos on Bandcamp?
Yeah.
You do?
I'm dropping it all on
That
there.
shows you how much I know.
Yeah, but you could also see the video at Cameraman in the Trenches. Cameraman in the Trenches got a YouTube. He got it up on Insta.
Oh, that's right.
So go get that video at Cameraman in the Trenches, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. That's where you can see it. But I have the video as well.
But support the man. What's your Bandcamp?
Quixote MilIege at bandcamp.com.
Nice. I could spell that for you guys right now. It's QUIXOTE MILIEGE.
It's that easy.
That easy.
Yes, sir.
And where does that name come from? I
was just putting words together that sounded very sexy and very elegant together, you know? And I do that all the time. I hear like names, you know what I'm saying, that if I heard it and we could brand it, like I've been doing that for forever.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. So
yeah, I have
be on the lookout for Pastel Tears, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, Pastel Tears.
Knew it as soon as you heard it, huh?
You know?
Boom, that's it.
I mean, you gotta write them down. You gotta capture them before they escape the mind.
Yeah, bro. Cause I'm trying to think of bro. He got the Denim Tears.
Oh,
I can't think of his name right now, but it's fire. But I like Pastel Tears.
There you go. You say you were a pen and paper guy for a long time, at least for the music writing. Are there any like apps or anything you use to like keep your ideas straight nowadays?
My notes on my phone.
Right.
My notes. I don't really do voice memos like that. But I got some voice memos, and I probably should use voice memo more, but like in the moment I just grab a note because the tune is already in my head.
Yeah.
You know.
How accurate is your guys' like tech or speech to text? Not accurate?
Mine's pretty good.
No. It is pretty accurate, but like hell no.
I've got
at the same time.
I've got a Google Keeps that has like it's like a notes, but it's got the voice memo in it.
Accurate though. Yeah.
No, that's the worst translator I've got right now.
Hey yo, what up? What it do?
But it does type it as you're rapping it and recording it, which
actually
is pretty good.
Yeah, actually it's pretty accurate. But I ain't never did that.
It'll write a whole nother song. Man. It'll be like, what is this song? And it's like, oh, that's just the chunk it typed on its own.
Yeah,
it's just the same verse, but gibberish.
Yeah, like voicemails. You ever get a voicemail and it got like
it's like that.
Yeah.
You look at your voicemail and then be like, read the text.
Yeah.
Don't never say.
Hey, we need you to brown at the gas station and then quickly 10 p.m. Excellent.
Tristan Cheez-Its at the fair. Like what?
ASAP.
Or when it's a business one and you read it as nonsense information.
Man, bro.
Hey, this is Robert. I'm gonna need you guys to completely drop the ball on this. It's funny.
I'll be calling back like, what did you say about my mama? Nah, bro.
All I'm saying is I wish that the AI was a little bit better at translating the voice memos. Because you
would think it'd be. I mean, and it is good. You think it'd be good with all these robots? You know what I'm saying? Shout out the robots.
Yeah, I was gonna say any fears or excitement on like a robotic or artificial intelligent future.
Nah, I just want to surf a giant wave,
like physical, like an actual water wave,
like a 79-foot wave on a tsunami type jug, and I'm just surfing that mug, and I'm just like really riding that mug for real.
Yeah,
no kizzy. I don't give a damn about none of the robots.
You ever been surfing before?
Nah.
No?
But I done swag surfed a little bit.
Okay. So he's got it. He's got the feel for it.
Facts.
What's I mean, other than
no pressure.
Other than the distillery and these recurring Thursday shows, what's on the horizon, even non-musically? What can we expect from you this year in 2020 in 2023?
Quixote MilIege Airbnb.
Nice.
Quixote MilIege consultants, you know what I'm saying? Consultations.
For anything or anything. Music stuff?
Music-wise, though. Yeah. You know, specifically music.
Mm-hmm. But don't have Enbridge, like, come to you for a think tank. Like, we need you guys to solve our oil spill. We've got an hourly rate. We can try.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be there every night. You know what I'm saying? No cap.
Crunching the numbers.
But a lot more of a business role, a backing role.
A chef by the name of Jack Boy June that I've been in the talks with. I'm trying to get him in the Black State Fair next summer.
Yeah.
I want to do the bookkeeping for him. We talked about it a little bit. I seen him out after a show we did, and he came up there and was selling his tacos. And they were fire. And I was like, I just was chopping it up with him. And he was like, I need a bookkeeper. And he's like, I don't have no IG. Like, I need help. And I was like, dude, I could do that.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, just stepping into more of an independent role and just more than music. Like, the music will come and, like, the new ventures of music will be there, you know? But I got so many other things going on right now that I want to see and bring to fruition that it's nice to be able to drop a good song, like, about it, you know?
That's true. The experience is
the experience is a mother lover.
Yep, you gotta have it in order to make a song, and it seems like you're staying busy.
And hey, I mean, it's
hide your moms, man, for real.
Oh no!
I seen the TikTok trend where they bring their mom in the room and they change their clothes and they come out looking like their daughters.
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
So I was like, damn, some cute little moms, man.
I haven't heard of that trend. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, TikTok is wild though.
What's I mean, you gotta lay, like you're saying, you gotta lay the foundation and everything you're involved with.
Yeah, lay the soil, man. Lay some good soil. Lay some bad soil. You know what I'm saying? Lay some good, you know what I'm saying?
Learn from it. Yeah.
Learn from it. Watch it grow. Learn what we gotta do to keep it, you know, flourishing. So.
Well, with all this experience, as a fan, I expect a really motivational, uplifting, positive song, you know, something to do when you're working out or like commuting, you know what I'm saying?
I got some good positive stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
It's all like...
It's all a good vibe, you know?
It's all a good vibe. Yeah. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real and it's genuine, it's authentic.
Yeah.
And you can ride to it. You can listen to it and get you turned up You know what I'm saying? Anyway, morally, mentally, and physically.
Yeah. I mean, it's you got moods. That's all I gotta say.
Facts,
that music's got
man.
moods.
You got it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people out there to talk to. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are looking for someone that they can talk to and relate to and feel their therapy through it.
Yeah. These up and coming artists who have found the therapy through music, what's step one into sharing it with the world, do you think? I mean, other than getting a social media presence.
I was just talking to Enzy Rose, and I just was like, she was like, I got these CDs. I'm like, I'm going to buy 2 of them, and I need you to sign 1 of them.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the type of game I'm lacing on them, and it's like, because I believe in you.
Yep.
You know, I ain't trying to have no long, thought-out conversations, you know.
Right.
They already got 1,000 people in their ears. So just keeping it real with them in that brief moment of time. Hey, keep going, keep doing your thing. Like, you got it, and don't forget it. Just keep going.
Right.
Just having that belief, and like knowing you're not crazy for feeling the way you feel.
Exactly.
You know, like when you're chasing something, a lot of people ain't chasing; they just watching.
Right.
So to really put yourself out there is just being vulnerable.
Right.
And learn to be okay with being vulnerable.
Yeah, and hearing the critiques, whether they're constructive or not, because it seems like people, I'm not sure if it's out of jealousy or not, are very quick to judge for someone who's trying to achieve their dreams.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, some better give something to fall back on.
Yeah. You know? And the thing is, like, that's not bad information.
Yeah.
You know, that's just, things are becoming dated. And now we see how quick things can become dated.
Yeah.
With all the information. So it's like people want to get on what's going on that can get them there. You can't be mad at it.
Right.
You know? But we doing it legitimately. We ain't messing nobody over. We ain't doing no funny business. It's all real and authentic because that's what's going to stand out.
Right.
At the end of the day, is the business you did, you know?
Now, I know you do like consulting, so it feels weird now asking you to give out advice for free, but like to artists, like what kind of advice could you give them if they were getting started out? Whether it's, you know, get all the business side locked down, or whether it's look out for people who act like this.
Just protect yourself.
Yeah, cover your butt.
Yeah, cross your T's and dot your I's. Like, the problem with young artists is they're not thinking of it like that, you know? And there'd be a lot of music that's just floating out there in the air because you lost it. It was with people who weren't really thinking about music the way you were possibly thinking about music.
Yeah.
You know, clearances and stuff like that and whatnot. But it's like, yo, push it. Like, I got a song that I did 4 years ago that's on HBO Max.
Hey-yo.
And I just found out about that a couple months ago.
Crazy.
On Michael Shea, that damn Michael Shea show.
Nice.
No way.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It is.
Yeah.
That's huge. And like you said, you just heard about it a handful of weeks ago.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, you can't capitalize off all of it because you might have lost sessions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Legal battles and whatnot. And it's just like, when it's worth it, you know?
Yeah.
To keep yourself from being in those situations, you just gotta make sure you're really in it for that. If you just make music to make music, that's totally cool because that's where it comes from.
Exactly.
That's where it starts, you know? But you run into a lot of guys who are like, man, they want to do it for real. And it's like, all right, well, let's do it for real.
Yeah, start taking it seriously.
Yeah, let's do it for real. Like, ask them some questions.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's like probably the 8th bomb of knowledge you've dropped on us and listeners for free.
Yeah, exactly.
We just want to thank you again for coming through. We got about 20 seconds left of the show.
Oh yeah.
I'm psyched to finally get to sit down with you and pick your brain, get a peek behind the curtain.
Facts. I appreciate y'all. DogStar.
We appreciate
problem.
you. Keep at it, man.
DogStar, Quixote MilIege.
Yeah.
T-Mana.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep going,
Mozzie
keep
Gang.
pushing.
DogStar.
We will see you next
Shout out to
week.
dudes.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.